spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Syracuse Orange, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Rice Owls offense will go to work first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Tackled almost immediately. All short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Syracuse's offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Carney. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. He'll pitch it. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. He's up to 41 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That is a big win for this deep. They were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. With the catch, it's Boyd. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Scanning the field, it's Carney. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it at the 30, still running. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Q. Getting set for the point after.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Smith wants to throw. Got the back over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it in. It's McFadden. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Orange line up here on 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, what a move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Smith dropping to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Karapateas. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Owls!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
With the catch, it's McFadden. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Boyd. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference. Offense.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Orange will have to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Sends it back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Hampton. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carney. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Syracuse right back at it. On third down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends. In football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Smith dropping to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wideout trying to get it in. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Boyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Wants to throw. It's Carney. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Looks it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. He'll do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to get the corner. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep game.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there... Where to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
31, Syracuse, 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Boyd. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Got it behind the line. It's McFadden. There he goes. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to pass, it's Carney. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. They boot it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers and freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And he hauls it in at the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Carney. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He's in open space downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. The final period. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some
Lofts one high and deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Holding. Offense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They think there's room to run to the right here. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Let's see if Rice can get it in on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here.
Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air. It's Carney. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And here comes the punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a... pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And they'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were